All right, welcome back to class. Like I said, no fluff, no bluff, just straight to the point. 30 Excel functions every data analyst must know. It's a must know, okay? And you want to practice. You paid for this, and then you want to practice. So let's jump into our data set. We're going to keep keeping it simple. I just want you to understand the scenario, the logic, and the practical use of these functions in the real world data set. Okay, so let's jump right into it. We'll be starting with the sum function. Okay, this is like the basis. You're going to be summing up numbers in ranges or in cells, what have you. You're going to be summing up one thing or the other. Okay, and sum function is one function you really want to understand how to use it. So let's walk. You can see the data set here. Monthly sales. On this side, you have the date, and then you have sale amount, and then you have all of the date and the figures here. Then you have total October sales. So let's look at the scenarios that might warrant you to use the sum function right here. Let's read together. Said you are a sales manager and you receive a spreadsheet at the end of each month with all the individual sales transactions. You need to quickly calculate the total revenue generated for the month. Okay. So what's your task? When do you use the sum function? When you need to add up all of the values. So in this case now, you need to add up all the values in cell B4 through B9 to get the total sales for October, right? So this is B and then this is 4. So you are doing from here to here. So to achieve this, we're going to click on this cell to activate it. You can see this deep color round about it right here. Activate it, then I'm going to press my equals to sign, and I'll type in sum. As you're typing, it's going to bring out the suggestion. You can bring your cursor on this and then double click. That is left clicking, or you use your tab key. Your tab key is at the left hand side of your keyboard where you see TAB. In this case, I'm going to use my tab key. I'm going to press tab. As I did that, if you move your mouse, you see your cursor would have changed to a cross sign with this shadow-like green shade following it, which is indicative of you highlighting. So like this thing said, we are calculating everything here. So I'm going to start from here. I'm going to left click on it. You can see the matching ants. Those things moving around, they are called matching ants in Excel. I'm still left clicking on it. Then I'll drag it down, keep dragging. I drag it here. So this is all of the things I want to see the value. When I'm done dragging, you can see B4 to B9. Then I'm going to close my parenthesis or my bracket. As you know it, you want to do shift number 0 to close your parenthesis right there. And then you're going to press enter. So you can see it added up all of those things right there. So I'm just going to cancel this and show you another way you can achieve this. Another way is to click on this cell where you want the total to appear, right? And then you come to the up top here, the right upper corner, where you see this E sign in the opposite direction, this sign. And then you click on the drop down here. Look for sum, click on sum. As you click on sum, you can see it did it automatically for you. But the issue with this is you want to be sure so it doesn't add up the cell that you don't want to add up. So you can see here, it did it to B10 because it's going to automatically, highlight everything leading up to the point where you want your total sum to appear. So in this place, I can come to my formula bar here, take it back, cancel that 10 and change it to what? 9. Okay. And then I press my enter. That's just another pro tip, fast way to get your sum calculations done. This is your first function in Excel that you should know, that you must know how to make use of. Simple and short, just to let you understand how it works. We are going to be looking at other practical ways, for example, and along the line, I'll give you some other pro tips that you can use to better master all of this function, okay? But we're going to be stopping here, simple and short. We want to treat this as a manual, as a dictionary, because as you are learning, right, you are learning a lot of things, there's tendency for you to forget a few things if you are not putting what you're learning into use, into practice, or you're not teaching them. So this course is more like a dictionary for Excel functions that you can always jump out on to quickly understand and bring yourself up to date with how this function work, instead of endlessly going on YouTube and lost in the plethora of videos that's going to be bombarding you on your screen. Okay, so that's all for the sum function in Excel. I'll see you in the next function. Gotcha, and see you in the next class.